What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Today, we are building a business. If you're building a business, you're trying to build a go high level SaaS company, and you want to follow along in my journey in building one and ripping a lot of cold calls, getting rejected all day long, you are in the right place. This business is amazing. If you can dedicate yourself to being persistent and persevering through the pain, you can do it. You can do it. About to head out to the gym because I didn't do it yesterday. Gonna walk there so I can listen to an audiobook, maybe listen to the God King Ty Lopez, talk about whatever. Honestly, I'd listen to him say any word. He can have my firstborn at this point. And then roll back here, rip some cold calls. I think we have two appointments on the books today. We're gonna make it happen and collect some of that sweet monthly recurring revenue. Let's get it.
I think one of the biggest shifts that I've had recently in terms of building business and just going about trying to build this business for myself and my future is looking at it as a game. I'm not taking it as seriously as I used to. So I think one of the biggest differences that I've mentally had a shift in for building this business recently has been, don't get hit by a car, is looking at it as a game, looking at business as a game like chess, Monopoly, because in the past I really got so stressed out about having success in it, and I just put so much weight on myself for every mistake I made and every problem I couldn't solve. We're now looking at it as a puzzle and having a long-term perspective on realizing that I'm not gonna have it all figured out, and actually it's probably gonna take a decade and being okay with that. I'll still be young at 38, and if it takes that long, so be it. It's the process, it's the journey. And again, if you want it super quickly, you can't have that perspective. It's like being in a 40-yard dash rather than an ultra marathon, right? You're gonna treat those things very differently. And I treated it always like a 40-yard dash. And if you're doing the same, just push out your time horizon and all the stress kind of goes away. That doesn't mean you don't push every day to do as much as you can. You just don't need it to happen now. And that's helping me a ton.
On our way to our first appointment today, first only appointment today. Booked this one 2 days ago. It's an automotive shop. He's a younger guy that has a CRM that already has review capabilities. So it's kind of like a switch over. So we are going to make a friend, build some rapport, get some more information on what exactly that software does and how it goes about getting reviews, so we can position ourselves to get the sale. And if we don't get the sale, Sam and I have already agreed that we have to cut off at least 2 of our fingers. So we're gonna do our best. Wish us luck. Wish us luck. All right, Sam and I just got done with that appointment. Signed him up, but a little bit of a different situation. He ain't got no money. He ain't got any money, and like people say that, but he ain't got no money. He has no money. So he's been running this business for 3 years. It's an automotive shop, and man, he opened up immediately, right?
Yeah, very, very well.
I felt that resistance right off the bat. That's why I led with like me and my girlfriend breaking up, right? I was like, dude, I'll be vulnerable right there with you. And so he opened up a ton and basically told us everything about how he's not getting business, and it wasn't like this, like it wasn't woe is me. It wasn't woe is me.
I fucking want it.
It's like I fucking want it. It's just not working, and it's not been working for what seemed like a while.
About a year and a half.
And
he was previously succeeding.
Yeah, and he was doing well at one point. He had a deal with CarMax. They were feeding a bunch of business. He had an employee total a car, and some homeless people burned down cars behind his building, so they dropped him, and yada yada. He's paying for another CRM right now that was supposed to do reviews. They really haven't done, seem to be anything
that they promised.
and he's in a contract, so he can't get out of it. So we just led like with the perspective of like, dude, servants, like just we know. And also when we found out I saw his list was 1,000 people. I was like, oh, we're gonna blow it up because he said he only had 100, and I was like, okay, like I was honestly just gonna be like, all right, we'll give him this review, just like out of good. Yeah. But like we'll be able to blow his shit up. Sam optimized his whole Google business profile right there, because he's ranking like nowhere.
He's nowhere to be found.
Like
online.
He's never gonna be found online. So did that for him, and pretty much got everything set up. He sent over his list to me, and yeah, we're gonna get him set up tomorrow. But honestly, I think that the moral of this one, just because we liked him, he was about our age, similar story of just like, you know, he's trying to make it work, and you could tell he wanted it. So gonna blow his stuff up, and long term have the perspective of if this works for him, he's gonna use us for everything else moving forward. So be servants. Yup. So Sam and I are strategizing, kind of just doing our next steps and reaching out. We're going to start reaching outside of our local markets or figuring that out. Got a call from one of our clients who was really not a great fit to start with. He was one of our first clients.
Fourth client.
Yeah, so why is this so blurry? I got sweat on my camera. And he was calling to cancel because, you know, he's just not getting a ton of business. And, you know, I just said at the end of the call, I was like, yeah, dude, no problem. I was like, just so you know, since we last spoke, we've been able to run some Facebook ads and do really well with that. We partnered with somebody that's really amazing at Facebook ads, and he bid on it, and he's like, oh, dude, that'd be awesome. And the way we're structuring it for these first couple clients that we're going to test it with is a commission-based offer, so that he only pays us when we close the job. Eventually, we'll do some sort of monthly recurring, but we want to get results and make it really low barrier of effort. So turn to cancel into potentially a lot more money from what we were, because he was at $99 a month, and we've raised prices since. So we're figuring out these extra services to offer and doing it hopefully not to overwhelm us too. So there's this like fine line, but yeah, so that was cool. All right, Sam just left. We finished the day with a hacky sack session. Had one cold call today and booked the appointment for tomorrow. Fridays aren't my favorite days to cold call, but we had some more strategy stuff to work on. We onboarded a client, but like again, that we're doing that in the hopes of having long-term relationship with him. And we just connected really hard with his story and who he was as an individual. And he had a list of 1,000 past clients. He only said he had 100, so we're gonna be able to blow him up. We optimized his Google business page right there and then there. So yeah, that will be fun. Got to launch him and another client. We strategized for our next goals for June, which is branching outside of Reno. We're going to just start with one industry, which is tree trimmers, arborists. We've had good success with them. It's a high ticket service and they can have high volume. So reviews mean a lot. Turn to cancel into a potential upsell client. He wasn't one of our first clients, and he wasn't the best fit because he didn't have a lot of past clients. He didn't have a software to integrate into, but he wants to grow. So we're going to try and sell him advertisement and doing Facebook ads. And he bid on that. So we have a conversation with him next week. We just went over, in the month of April, we did $1,600 MRR. Now we're at, I think Sam said 3,500. So we've doubled in a month, and we want to keep that rolling. Now I'm off to meet with my buddy Luke, grab some food, hop over to the Eddy, which is our local watering hole of social dynamics. So there will be females there. Yuck. But anyway, make sure to have health, wealth, love, happiness inside of every day. Got some good work done. We have a 10 a.m. appointment tomorrow. If I'm feeling bold, maybe I'll film a little bit of the Eddy so you guys can see that here. And yeah, let's get it.
Don't fall for none of them bros, no, just another bunch of no-shows. Trust I know, bear man around the boatload, old roads, yeah, see the lead on my photos.
My name's Frankie.
Ava.
Okay, what are we doing?
We're at the Riverfest.
The Riverfest. Yeah, and then we got Toasty over here. Toasty rolling in out of the blue. What's up, dog? and we're making it happen. You know, it's a beautiful night. We've got 300,000 people watching right now.